Hello Internet, welcome. Today we're going to optimize some Docker builds with some caching tricks. Nothing fancy. This is here in the docs. There are some magic incantations that I think you should know about. Firstly, let's just look at a plain old Docker build file. What we have here is some dependencies from apt. We have some dependencies from our poetry project here. That is nothing special. It's just a small server that says hello world. We just need something to demo this with. What we have here is our PyProject YAML with some basic dependencies, and we copy that in, we install some things, we copy the rest of the app, we install another thing here, just a small minor detail that's around poetry, and we bootstrap our server with poetry run, Gunnycorn, and we go to the main app module and we bind to our 8000 port. This looks like that. We just build it just as usual. Nothing special here. Oh shit, everything's cached. We need to delete the cache. Haven't I done that? Volumes, containers, shit. I'm sure I busted the cache. Okay, let's manually bust it so we have our actual demo here. So, and something equals something, that's not important so much. And we can just now commit this in and let's see it go. So as you can see, things are running well, but we are downloading stuff from the internet, which is not that good. This is actually going to take a while. And we have that finished things here in 24 seconds. And now if we add caching, we won't see any major difference because we haven't done anything special here. So as you will see, this should now run just the same, just with the cache. Oh, so everything is cached already. Shit. So this is due to the fact that I've done this demo like 3 times because OBS apparently died on me. So let's try to purge the cache. Docker cache. So the caching is so good that it transcends the time. Docker purge cache volumes. Docker system prune-a. Okay, that looks good. So let's delete this and let's docker system prune all stopped containers, all network images, all build caches. Yep. Okay, so apparently this is going to take the longest time just because apparently the cache is too good. Oh, reclaimed 18 gigabytes. That's actually quite nice. So good to know that I can actually prune that well. So let's clean everything up and actually let's try to run this now with no caching. This is the first cache now. This is probably going to be a lot slower now that we need to re-pull the Python 3 image. But this is not related to like caching here on the build time. This is just related to pulling the actual layers. But we have fast connection here, so this shouldn't take too much of our time. And now we have our Debian app thing. Then we are collecting all our poetry installations. We are right now here. Then we go to actually install our dependencies here on this poetry install line. And the next one should be, poetry install. Yeah, so this one took 31 seconds. And now if you run this again, this should even be shorter with 0 time because I haven't busted the cache. So let's now bust the cache by just entering a new line here on this file, or even something that doesn't matter. We just need to change the content. So everything below this line is now, that depends on that, should also change. And now we run this again. And as you can see, we have run this line again, but now we're using our cached versions of everything here. So this should actually take less than 10 seconds. And we have our build in less than 13 seconds, less than 15 seconds. So that should be the fastest build that we can get on this machine right now, because right now everything is cached. So we can change the content of anything here, and as long as we don't bring in new dependencies, this should be super quick. And if we bring new dependencies, the change is going to be only incremental, because we're only going to need to fetch the new dependencies, not the old ones. They're going to be staying here on the builder host and not on the Docker layer. So I hope you learned a new trick. If you'd like to use this trick, you'd need to actually account for the fact that it's quite more complex to actually run this in GitHub Actions if you use that as your CI system. And hopefully you learned something new. And good luck saving time on building your Docker images faster. Bye-bye.